Well, welcome to Rokani Media Football, and we're into the Arsenal News Show, as Arsenal have already agreed a deal with Declan Rice, and West Ham, as told us by one of the credible, prominent Arsenal journalists. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. There is a story coming in from Fabrizio Romano about Balogun has made a decision, and we are going to discuss where he is going to be playing next for the national team of his interest. That is for you. And lastly, Xhaka looks like he's going to be one of those players leaving Arsenal this summer, and it's said he has already told Mikel Arteta about this. So smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, you know what to do. Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel, because we want to hit 14,000 subscribers before the end of this month. Now, let's first do some Declan Rice story. He's known as Team News Antics. This guy always knows exactly what is taking place in the dressing room of Arsenal. He tells us who is starting, who is on the bench, and who never arrived on the team hotel or at the team hotel. And he not only does it for Arsenal, but for very many other teams, especially. He puts out these on Instagram mostly, but he is a man whose ears are close to the walls of Arsenal. And he has gone ahead to let us know that Arsenal provisionally agreed a deal with both West Ham and Declan Rice months ago. The upfront fee was less than what is currently being quoted, while the wages are way below that is being quoted. Talks have been ongoing for months. So I'll buy his idea, because this deal must have been worked on in the background for some months, because this deal was broken in January. You understand, it was David Austin who broke a deal that Arsenal have made Declan Rice their priority signing of the summer, meaning that from January, February, March, April, May, Arsenal are working on this deal, and all what they want is no sooner the transfer window opens than they put in their bid to West Ham. That's it. So Arsenal is working on this deal till now, and they're so much positive about this deal. And I think when you look at how even other teams are not going in for Declan Rice, it shows you that there is a deal that has already been done between Arsenal and the team known as West Ham. And West Ham had some big problems, but they're going to have to solve them, because they look like they're going to be in the relegation zone, but they are no longer there. They now have 37 points, and they just need one more win out of the remaining, are they 2 or 3 games, to put themselves into that position. And I think they are safe, because only 2 teams can come up. Even the remaining 2 teams, Leicester, Everton, Leeds, they need to win all of their games so that they can really get or pull Newcastle West Ham down. So that cannot happen, because they can't win all of those. So Declan Rice to Arsenal is a deal that Arsenal fans are not yet excited about it. I don't know why, but I think by the time the season comes to an end, then we will see how these Arsenal fans are going to be excited about the deal of Declan Rice, because Declan Rice is a good player. Though to me, I believe he is really overhyped. The result of overhyping onto these English players. The same thing is affecting the career of Bukayo Saka. I think if the English let their players grow what we call a natural growth, expose them to natural growth, don't do exactly stupid things like Jamie Carragher did yesterday on TV when he went ahead to do a combined 11 of United that won a treble, and this Man City side that has not lifted anything, though at least one trophy is into their cupboard, that's the Premier League. And he said that he puts Jack Grealish ahead of Ryan Giggs. So those are things I really look at, and I really wonder this season that How can you put Jack Grealish ahead of Ryan Giggs? Do you know things that Ryan Giggs did in 1999? Ask Arsenal fans who were watching that FA Cup match. They know. And those that really remember what he did to Arsenal, no way. And trust me, even if Jack Grealish does what, he can never even play a quarter of the football that Ryan Giggs played in his entire career, And that season was really explosive for Ryan Giggs. So that's what I'm talking about. That Declan Rice to me is a very good player, but he's being talked about like he's a Rodri, like he's a Casemiro, like he's a Toni Kroos, like he's a Joshua Kimmich. Yet he's not, He's a good player, but I think he's just overhyped. Maybe let's wait and see when it comes to Arsenal, because sometimes the qualities of a player portray themselves out when this player happens to play around quality players. So if I told Declan Rice is going to play alongside maybe Odegaard, Bukayo Saka, Jorginho at Arsenal, maybe his qualities that the English media has been telling us about a lot about him will come out and really surface, and we will come out and really admit that, all right, he's into that galaxy of players like Casemiro, Rodri, you understand? But I don't think he's into that level. He's just overhyped, but he's a very good player, that's it. He's a very good player. And if at all Arsenal get this player in, it will be a very good business done by them, because Arteta is doing a lot of ground checking his team, that he needs some bit of steel into that midfield. And the beauty of Declan Rice is I saw him play central defense, meaning that he can also play central defense. So let's leave the story of Declan Rice there, and let's go on and really attack the day with this story breaking coming in from Fabrizio Romano about Florin Balogun. Florin Balogun, 21 years of age, England. He's born and bred in England, but breaking huge news from USA. Arsenal star Florin Balogun has finally decided to represent the national team of United States of America, known as the USMNT. He will switch allegiance to USA. Balogun took his time, but the decision has been made. No England. He will represent USA official soon. Here we go. That is what Fabrizio Romano is going to really let us know. And as I told you, during the international break, when he was really pissed about not being called in at the England national team, obviously, I understand the cause of the anger of the young man. But all this we are seeing, I think a deal had already been done. Because when you look at the strikers that England are really having, Balogun needed to do a lot to prove. And for the very first time, I found the reason of Gareth Southgate, the manager of England, valid. He told him that you've gone ahead to score those goals in League One, but the Premier League is better than League One. Here I'm having Callum Wilson scoring goals. I'm having Ivan Toney, and ahead of them all, I'm having Harry Kane. So, 3 center forwards doing the job at a high level in the Premier League. So, would I have gone in for him and left these ones? And he urged him to work hard. He was called in the under 21s of England, but he snapped them and said, no, I'm injured. And here the news comes in through. But it shows me that Balogun has some ego in him. He believes that he has made it all. The 19 goals that's going to have to score this season have really made him believe that he's one of the best strikers in the world. And I think his agent has to come in through and obviously help him out. Right now, if I'm Balogun, my main aim wouldn't have been the national team. My main aim would have been, where am I going to be playing next season? Is Arsenal going to keep me here? Or I'm going to find myself in a position of playing at Marseille, PSG, Juventus, AC Milan, Arsenal, or any other team. I think that's what he would have been mining about, because national team football comes once in a while. It's not always there. It comes once in a while, and I see no reason as to why he's really stretching a lot onto the national team. I think he would have seen himself play one more season, after playing one more season, and then see what the response of Gary Southgate is going to be. But we know what this comes with. It comes with a lot of money, and football is all about money, a lot of money. You might find that they've given him lots of promises, and close to 20 million pounds might have crossed, from the account of the Secretariat of America to the account of Balogun, and football is all about money. So I think there are a lot of other incentives that Balogun would have gone ahead to get from America, that have gone ahead to do him. But I think the agent should help this young man. I think this young man is misguided, and I think his agent is also having an ego. They are running to prove something, and I don't know why they are hurrying at the age of 21. Scoring those goals is really great. Has put himself in the shop window. Get a very good deal for you in the summer. Then go on, play one more season, and then make a decision later. That's it. But I think it has been too early for him to decide on where he's going to be playing next. That is a player known as Balogun. And lastly, Time Sports have gone ahead and really thrown some light onto the Granit Xhaka situation at Arsenal. They've told us that Granit Xhaka could be among the biggest names to depart this summer, with Arsenal also likely to try to offload Kieran Tierney, Emile Smith-Rowe, Florent Balogun, Rob Holding, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Albert Sambi-Lokonga, Nuno Tavares, and Cedric Soares. Oh, huge exodus. When we talk about Kieran Tierney, for that, we know that the player wants to leave. Arsenal would love to keep the player, but the player wants to leave, and Arsenal could get 40 million pounds out of those. Emile Smith-Rowe, I'm doubtful about him. I don't think Arteta is going to sell him. He's going to give him one more season, because this season Emile Smith-Rowe has been injured, and Arteta knows the potential of this boy, and I think he's going to keep him for that reason. Florent Balogun, I think because of his ego, Mikel Arteta cannot handle this boy. He cannot handle this boy, and I think he'll majestically see him round again, or really sell him and get in some money. If they sell him, they can get 40 million pounds. Add it onto the thought of Kieran Tierney, that is 80 million pounds. Rob Holding, 27 years of age, I think they can get some 20 million pounds from him, and that will amount to 100 million pounds. Ainsley Maitland-Niles is going to be a free agent because his contract is running down this summer. Then Albert Sambi-Lokonga, if they sell him, they can get some good 30 million pounds because he's still young, and that will amount to close to 130 million pounds. Tavares Nuno, they can get some good 30, and Cedric Soares, they can get some 5. Granit Xhaka, they can get 20 million pounds, and that's the amount of money that Bayern Leverkusen is really fronting to sign the Swiss captain known as Xhaka. But for Xhaka, I think Arteta would love to keep him, but I think the player doesn't want to stay here. He doesn't want to be at Arsenal because he knows what is at stake. Playing time is at stake, yet he believes that he should play more time. Should be playing for more time. The wife wants to go back to Germany, and obviously I think he promised him that one day, one time, at the age of like 30 to 33 years of age, will come back to Germany, your homeland. So guys, your thoughts onto Arsenal agreeing with West Ham on the Declan Rice deal provisionally are welcome in the comment section below. What's your thought about the decision made by Florent Balogun? And lastly, Xhaka being one of those players that is going to leave Arsenal this summer. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out.